Hey, welcome to the Drayway. I'm glad you're here. We got things to talk about today. I got a good show for you today. I'm glad you stopped by. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. The Drayway comes to you each and every day, and we're going to be talking about a lot of important things over the next few days. So come join us. Let's get started. Let's go. Hey, welcome to the Drayway. You know, we got a lot of stuff that's going on right now, and the first 100 days has been very difficult on the United States because we have gone backwards. We have ruined relationships in the matter of 100 days. This administration has taken us backwards, and then they did it all in just 100 days, and we still have 1,000 days to go. Yeah. And the first 100 have been horrible. The first 100 have been accomplish nothing, ruin relationships with our longtime friends, have the rest of the world looking at what they have to do without the United States involved. Yeah, that's just how terrible the Donald Trump administration has been. And this is a guy that, if you watched his interview yesterday, he doesn't even believe he has to follow the Constitution. I'm not sure. I could just go on and on about what this man said yesterday. I mean, the people that attacked the Capitol building, he's still praising them. You know, these people attacked our government, and he's praising them. This has gotten to be so ridiculous. This Donnie Two Dolls is a disgrace in every way possible. And to think that we have to tolerate this for another 1,000 days is it's just mind-numbing. And he says ridiculous, stupid things like, oh yeah, we're going to open Alcatraz again. Yeah, sure you are. Yeah. Like that could be done in just a month or two. Yeah, we'll just open it back up. It's been sitting vacant for 60 years, and you're just going to open it back up. Yeah, okay. All right. Good luck with that. But that's just a typical Donald Trump running his mouth without thinking a single thought on what that would take to make that happen. And that's a diversion because it makes you look at something else, because the economy that we have is so very bad. And the oil market is now falling again today. It's in like $55. Is anyone talking about what that does to American oil producers? $55 oil? Is anybody talking about this? Because weeks ago, I was saying that OPEC Plus is going to increase output and make things even worse. And I was told by experts, oh, no, they're not. But now today they're agreeing with me. What I said weeks ago, OPEC Plus is going to put more inventory, is going to sell more oil. Yeah, they're going to increase production. And no one has even thought about what damage is that going to do to oil producers here in America. What's that going to do to them? Because $55 oil, I hate to break it to you, is not profitable. It's not profitable. So while you had a lot of companies doing extremely well and oil production at all-time highs under Biden, how do you think this is all going to end with Trump again? Trump devastated oil last time he was president. And if you watch this show, I told you at the beginning of his presidency, when he won the election, I said, I sold my oil stocks because he's going to damage oil again. And that's exactly what he's on pace to do. And to have an interview where the president of the United States says, yeah, the Constitution, I don't know that if I have to listen to it. Due process, I don't know if I have to really have due process. The foundation of what is America Yeah. Listening to all these rantings, I am so just over it. And I'm over everyone that supports this guy at this point, because there is no excuse to support a traitor. And the president is basically a traitor at this point. You know, he, the things that make America, he doesn't want any part of, because America was built with checks and balances. We didn't want a king. We didn't want anything remotely close to a king. We had that. And we literally went across an ocean and developed the Americas so that we did not have a king again. But that is exactly what Trump wants to be. He wants to be king. He wants whatever he says to go. And forget about judicial, forget about the legislative branch. Yeah, they don't really matter. I'm the president. It matters what I want. And Republicans think this is okay, because I guess they think, well, because it's a Republican. This is an 80-year-old man that doesn't know squat about what he's talking about. He doesn't know up from down. And everybody's hanging on this man's word like it matters. And it shouldn't, because all it's going to do is damage us as a country. This country is getting damaged. How many years do you think it's going to take to rebuild all the relationships that we're losing because of this moron? Just take a guess. 3 years, 5 years, 10 years? How long is it going to take to rinse the stain that is Donnie Two Dolls? Because Donnie Two Dolls has done a hell of a job in just the first 100 days of destroying the relationships that America built over decades. It's pretty bad when you're pissing off Japan, for crying out loud. Yeah, and Trump at this point is managing to piss off Japan. How sad is that? Let me know what you think in the comments. Welcome to the Drayway. I'm glad you're here. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to leave a comment. And don't go anywhere. More Drayway to come. Now Donald Trump is threatening tariffs on movies. If you don't make the movie in the United States, we're going to put a tariff on it. Tariff this, tariff that. I'm tired of the word. I'm tired of what it means. I mean, the biggest problem that we have in America is that it's turned into a scam. It's turned into this machine that just takes everything and funnels it to the top. That's what America is now. Make no mistake about it. I've watched it since the 80s, since Ronald Reagan. It's just been, it's not trickle down, it's trickle up. Everything is just siphoned upward. If you have any money on the ground down here, it just all gets siphoned up to the top. And that's how the system is. Because we've all played Monopoly, right? What happens in Monopoly as one player gets more and more assets, more and more money? They just simply control the game in every way, shape, fashion, or form. You can't even move around the board safely because that one person with all the property and all the money, yeah, sooner or later you got to pay him. Sooner or later he's going to take your money. That's exactly what we have going on in America here. Sooner or later, the people at the top are going to take your money. They're going to take your money, your house. So many of you think, oh, I'm going to die and pass my house. Your house is going to a nursing home, or going to whoever's going to take care of your parents in their old age. Do you know the percentage of houses that actually go to family? It's so low, it would shock you. But the point is, whether it's medicines that are so expensive, hospital stays that are so, everything in America has just turned so expensive. And to pretend that we're going to bring everything, America's just going to, no. We're going to do it all in-house. We can't afford to do it in-house. The people that would have to do it in-house are Americans. You don't pay them as it is. Corporations don't pay their employees well enough to even Walmart? How does Walmart pay its employees? You think so many of these corporations are going to just turn around and start doing the right thing finally? Yeah, that's not, we have no evidence of that. All these companies do is try to make the most money possible. And I mean, look at McDonald's. McDonald's food, McDonald's used to be, I wish you could eat at McDonald's back in the 70s and 80s. Back in the 70s and 80s, McDonald's was good. It was. Today, I wouldn't eat any of that garbage. I wouldn't eat any of that stuff. That stuff has turned into, let's just see how much money and how cheap we can make the food. Let's see how terrible we can get away with making this taste and look, and just to make the most money possible. That's what everything has turned into. America has turned into a scam. And now, if you're a senior, like me, someone my age that's heading towards Social Security and stuff, you start looking at Social Security and you start looking, you go, where can I live in America on $2,500? What am I going to do with $2,500 a month? What is that going to get me here? When have you seen the cost of just rent alone? Rent alone before I do anything else. And that's why so many people are looking abroad, because it's so much more beneficial. $2,500, I can pay $800 in rent. I can pay $30 for internet. You can actually survive in Mexico, Costa Rica, Thailand, Vietnam. There's actually places you can go, and that $2,500, you can live very well. But it's just not America anymore, because it's turned into a scam. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't go anywhere. I got a final thought. Even with the water pressure going on over there. Stay with me. I'll be right back. All right, summer's just around the corner. What are you doing to be fit this summer? I'm up to 4 miles now. I am walking 4 miles every single day. I'm feeling fantastic, and I want you to feel fantastic. My meal preparation is going extremely well, and 4 miles is now getting easier. The first couple times I did 4 miles, I have to admit, I was a little sore, but trust me when I tell you, the key to fitness as you get older is walking, 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 and walking. It's all about walking. If you want to feel better, if you want to be more fit, you don't have to go to a high-priced gym. You don't have to do any of that stuff. You don't have to work out for 2 hours. You have to walk. You have to walk. And if you walk, you're going to increase greatly your odds of living much, much longer. People that walk live longer. It's that simple. And in America, we've gotten away from it for whatever reason, but walking is the path. Walking is the path to fitness. No, I don't care how much you're overweight. You can walk it off. You can, the expression, hey, you hurt your leg, walk it off, walk it off, walk it off. Well, that has to do with weight. If you want to lose weight, walk it off. You just got to walk. You don't have to run. You don't have to jog. You don't have to lift heavy weights. You don't have to do it. Just put on a nice pair of shoes and walk. It's made all the difference for me. And I'll tell you, since I started eating clean, since I started really downsizing my portions and making sure I get my protein, shrink the portion of your food, make sure you get good protein, and throw in some vegetables in there, because I find vegetables that you like. I love them all. I love green vegetables. And so I snack on them all night long. I snack on lima beans and peas all the time. And it's a great snack because it fills me up, and it's next to no calories, and it adds fiber to my diet. So just think about it. I want you to have a great summer. I want you to enjoy your summer, and I promise you, doing an activity that's going to make you feel better, look better, it just makes all the sense in the world. So get out there, start walking. And like I said, start small. You don't have to sit there and go, I'm going to walk around the block 5 times. Start with 1 time. And then once you get used to that, then 2, then 3. Build yourself up to it. Because I'm telling you, here at the Drayway, we're going to have a great summer. And I'm going to bring you along with me because we're going to have a fun summer. So make sure you hit the subscribe button because there's a new Drayway each and every day. And I want you to come with me because I got some traveling to do this summer too. I think I'm going to be going to West Africa in July, and I want you guys with me. So hit the subscribe button. Thanks for joining me today on the Drayway. And don't forget, tomorrow, another Drayway. Have a good day, everybody. We'll see you later.